Hello, it is Topical Tuesday, December 18th, 2018, and I am coming to you here from the outside. The sun has set. I was on the phone with some of my favorite clients. Well, they're all my favorites. As the sun was setting when I usually record my daily video, but here we are by the light of our outdoor Christmas tree because here in beautiful Arizona, we can do stuff like that. Jeremy Danley is here. Great seeing you, my friend. So, one of my followers on Twitter, I think it was, alerted me a few days ago to this article that was published about 8 months ago now. I think it was back in April on Business Insider, I think it was, and it proclaimed that corporate bankruptcies are at their highest point in years, and they were up, in fact, 63% year over year. Toby is here, Rick is here, great seeing you guys. How do I get rid of that thing? Oh my goodness, I don't know what's going on. Anyway, things are sideways here. What did I do? Did I start the thing sideways? Oh well, then it's sideways. And then I'll finish it kind of quick. But I thought right away, obviously not good for them, although, you know, a lot of times bankruptcy is great for businesses. They come out stronger than they ever were. They restructure their debts and all that kind of stuff. So this article started going on and on about what some of the reasons are for, thanks for the likes. Are those likes telling me, yes, it is indeed sideways? Who knows? And so they went into all these possible reasons. I think the main one is the tightening of credit, which as I record this, we're only hours away from possibly the 5th consecutive quarterly rate hike by the Fed, putting the brakes on the tax cuts, Trump's tax cuts that, of course, ignited big business and got the economy going, plus getting rid of all kinds of regulations, I think, is really the main thing, especially for small business owners, of course. Big companies, we all know, can just hire more people, lawyers and whatever, and handle all the regulations for us. Like, it just sucks. But anyway, the economy started booming, employment goes way down, and so the banks, which already were not lending, are still not lending, especially to small businesses. And you had the tax cuts, and that affects whether losses are going to be taken at the old 35% rate or the new 21% rate. And so obviously at the old 35% rate, it was time to declare bankruptcy last year, at the end of last year, for tax purposes. But the article went on to say that, like, bankruptcies are continuing, blah, blah, blah. My thoughts are a few. From counseling hundreds, if not thousands, of business owners over the past decade, when the economy took a complete nosedive in 08 and 09, and then basically limped along without recovering, as our socialist, you didn't build that anti-business, anti-small business, economically illiterate president led the way to an incredibly non-recovery for years. A lot of business owners were like, well, I'll just stick this thing out. I'll just hang out until the economy turns. Well, the economy turned a couple of years ago when we suddenly got a business person in office in the presidency and turned things around and got things pumping. And yet a lot of small business owners saw that, and big business too, but I'm talking small business owners, saw that, like, hey, there wasn't a magic beanstalk growing outside their window just because the general economy turned and the stock market went up and unemployment went down and all kinds of things and blah, 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 and all kinds of indicators are positive. That doesn't mean magically every small business is going to succeed. And so I think as the economy started booming, started growing, and small business owners saw that they were not succeeding, what did I hang on for all those years for the economy to turn? Things aren't turning for me. They finally gave up. So there was that pent-up, giving up collapse of businesses. Because after all, you know, you see these bankruptcies are up now that we don't have the socialist, you didn't build that, you know, ridiculous people in office thinking too big to fail nonsense. When they, of course, should have let the car companies go through bankruptcy. And, I mean, who even in the wildest dreams thinks it's the government's responsibility to prop up businesses for making historically stupid decisions over the years and causing themselves all kinds of trouble, like stopping continues to raise rates, and so credit, which was already tight for small business owners, tighter than ever. Cost of getting money and the chance of getting money keeps going down. So business owners are exiting the also as the employment rate gets lower, and there's therefore pay goes up and opportunities for good people start abounding. Small business owners give up and say, I'll just go get a job. You know, now companies are hiring and things are happening, and let's go get a job. And so there's a lot of reasons business owners are giving up. And even though the economy in general is booming or on the verge of booming, small business owners, a lot of them are giving up. So that's good news for those of us that are not giving up, that are sticking it out. So as more and more companies go through bankruptcy, and a lot of them don't come out of it, they just disintegrate. And now we're in the holiday season, so we're about to see, as we do every January for the past, 10, 20 years, as retail continues to die, we'll see a whole number of big bankruptcies and store closings and layoffs and all that kind of stuff in the retail and the whole brick and mortar world, actually, coming up in another month or so. That's really good for those of us that are doing the right things, that are implementing the right systems, putting the right marketing in place, doing the right advertising, the right sales things to bring in the revenue, bring in the profits to continue to grow our business. And of course, the less competition, the less, businesses that are out there competing for the dollars, and the fewer companies there is to take them, well, the more money there is for all the rest of us that are still here. And Jeremy is asking, what does Obama's economy and this video have in common? They both went sideways. Yeah, I guess I must have pressed the start the video button when the thing was sideways, and then I turned it, and like all hell broke loose in video land. So this will be fun to put this up on YouTube and whatever. I'll have to do some jockeying around. Anyway, that'll do it. I got some editing work to do. So that's it. Bankruptcies are way up. That's good news for business owners that are doing the right things, that are marketing your business properly, so that while the weak business owners go by the wayside because they need to get loans, they can't sell stuff, they can't deliver value and get money coming in. They got to get loans, and they can't get loans, and they go out of business. So the weak companies passing off leaves the strong to survive. That's called the market at work, and that's how it works when you have somebody who's not micromanaging and messing around and rescuing crappy companies like our last financially, economically illiterate president did. Anyway, that will do it for Topical Tuesday. And I'll be back tomorrow on World Wide Web Wednesday. Well, I'm going to share a tip to help you make more money online. And one of the tips will be, when you record your videos, not to turn the camera so you mess the whole video up. And that'll do it for today. Thanks, everyone, being here live. Thanks, Jeremy, and Bruce Needles here. Great seeing you. Michelle is here. And thanks for pointing out my silliness with the sideways video. And I'll be back tomorrow. Thanks for being here today. Over and out. Bye-bye.